Good morning, students. Our Indian Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon successfully and India created history. Dear students, our nation became the first country in the world who has landed on south pole of the moon. So friends, though India reached on the moon and achieved scientific and technical success, but we have also a close emotional attachment with the moon. For us, moon is the symbol of hope and silence. Moon is the first friend and hero of the Indian children. Dear students, today we are going to learn one of the most beautiful and heart-touching poem, and that is Basketful of Moonlight. Actually, this poem is written originally in Dogri language, but Sunil Sharma has translated in English. First of all, let me give the brief introduction of this poem. In this poem, there is a small village which is far away from the city. There are so many problems the villagers are facing. In this poem, the narrator is a small girl, a little girl, who is so innocent. She loves her father so much, but she doesn't get love from him. She is unable to meet him. She wants to hear the fairy tales from her father, but she can't. Here, the child is innocently talking to the moon. She wants help from the moon. After all, what type of problem the villagers are facing? Why does child is unable to get love or the affection from her father? How will the moon solve the child's problem? So all these questions answers we shall get from this poem. So let's get started. Let's begin the first stanza, and the lines are: "O moon, give me moonlight, basketful or two basketful with seeds of moonlight." Let's see the explanation. Here, the narrator or the speaker is a small child. The poem begins with directly talking to the moon. The narrator is directly talking to the moon. So here, the figure of speech is personification. The speaker, that child, asks moon to give her moonlight. How much moonlight she wants? She wants basketful or two basketful of moonlight. And again the child says that she wants moonlight, the seeds of moonlight. Now in next stanza we shall see why she wants the seeds of moonlight. Let's begin the stanza number 2, and the lines are: "From the city to my village, on the sides of the path, I want to sow many small moons of light." And the explanation is: the speaker or that little child want to use that moonlight along the path that goes from city to their village, because there is no electricity facility. The child is imagining, if she sow that seeds of moonlight along the sides of the path, then there will be the small trees or the plant of moonlight, and the path or the road will be enlightening. That is why she wants to sow the seeds of small moons of light. Let's see the third stanza, and the lines are: "The whole village goes to the city daily to work. It becomes dark on its way back, as my village is quite far." And the explanation is, the writer or the narrator says that the whole village, whole means everyone in the village, goes to the work in city every day. Daily to work means every day. The most of the people goes to the city for working. But when they come back home, that time it's already dark, because the village is quite far away from the city. Let's see the stanza number 4, and the lines are: "The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Neither bus nor cart plies." Let's see the explanation. The route or the path is tough and full of snakes and scorpions, means the route is very difficult and dangerous because there are so many scorpions and snakes. And one more thing is that there are no any buses or cars to help them to travel. That means there is no any transport facilities. So poet want to show the problem that villagers are facing, and those are transport facilities are not available, and road is very dangerous. Let's see the stanza number 5, and the lines are: "When my father returns home, I am asleep, and he goes back early in the morning while I am sleeping." And the explanation is, when the speaker's father, that means the child's father, comes home from work, that time she is already asleep. The child is already asleep, and he goes early in the morning. He leaves early in the morning for work again, and that time also child still asleep. That means she is unable to meet with her father, and that's the problem. Let's begin the stanza number 6, and the lines are: O moon, give me basketful of moonlight on loan. I want to light the dark road so that my father returns home early. Explanation: here the narrator or the child is very innocently requesting to the moon. She wants moonlight on loan. The child wants to use that moonlight to light up the dark path so her father can come home earlier from work. Let's see the stanza number 7, and the lines are: I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. O moon, give me basketful of moonlight. And the explanation is, as in earlier stanza, the child requests that her father want to come home earlier, because the speaker also want to listen the stories and fairy tales from her father, and that is why the child asks the moon once again to give her the moonlight like a basket full of. Let's see the stanza numbers 8, that means the last stanza, and the lines are: I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. So these two lines are again repeated. So here the repetition figures of speech is used, and the explanation is the speaker still wants to put the moonlight along the sides of the path. The child imagined the planting these special moonlight seeds to make the path brighter and safer. So dear students, in this poem the poet has used different types of figures of speech like personification. In conclusion, I would like to say that the poem is about the child or that narrator who wants the moon to give her a lots of moonlight to make a dark path safer for her father who traveled to work. She also wished to spend time with her father and hear stories from him, just like she talks to the moon. The poem is full of feelings and hopes. The poem also shows the problems the villagers are facing. So I hope you might have liked this video. If you liked it, please share it, and if you have any suggestions for me, you can write in comment box. Wish you a good day. Take care. Thank you very much.